All right, welcome back, Sagittarius. Welcome back to Love Yourself First Oracle, where I deliver daily oracles for each zodiac sign. Not too long, not too drawn out. This is meant to help you through the day, the night, the evening, the weekend, whenever it is that you've run my channel. So, grand rising, good evening, good afternoon. Thank you for all my A1 day ones. Thank you for those who just subscribed. Hey Queen A, hey King A. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the leave a comment. Also, thank you for those who watch the channel but haven't subscribed yet. Hey Queen, hey King, hey. Make sure y'all hit the like button, leave a comment, and go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We just over here loving ourselves. Self-love and self-care is not selfish when you point it to everybody else. And also, thank you for those who subscribe to the channel but unsubscribe from the channel but still watch the channel. You can be led to the water, baby, but can't nobody make you drink it. At the end of the day, people are telling you all your life, you need to make sure you take care of yourself. You need to take money back for hard time. You need to start talking to people in a certain type of way. Stop talking to people a certain type of way. You need to forgive your mom and your daddy. You need to work on your confidence. You need to make sure you do right by them kids. You need to stop giving out more than you give, and guess what you do? What you want to do? Why? Because you're grown. And when you're grown and you're old enough and you know better, you should want to do what? Better. Exactly. And over here on my channel, baby, that's what we make sure we do. Self-love, self-care is not selfish when you point it to everybody else. It ain't no way you out here giving out 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, or 90, or even 100%. And you're allowing the bare minimum. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Go within and do that healing. Acknowledge that pain, that trauma, that hurt, neglect issue, abandonment issue, self-esteem issue, confidence issue, mama daddy issue, past relationship issues. Acknowledge it. Cry about it, yell about it, fight about it, talk about it, write it down, burn it, but do what you gotta do to acknowledge it so it'll be released and you can start bringing in new energy. You cannot bring in new energy if you're holding on to the old. So, Sagittarius, we're just gonna see what your higher self is screaming at you. Also, I want to let y'all know we're gonna be having still daytime messages, but we also gonna have something at night during this month because it's gonna be 21 and older as far as what is their desires for you for the summertime. Like, what are they desiring? What do they want to do? What is it they want? So yeah, it's gonna be posted at night. But until then, in through the nose, out through the mouth. All right. All right, Sagittarius. So, like I say, make sure you hit the like button. Go get your self care message first. My bad, y'all. I gotta get this mic together. I don't want to be missing. I don't know how it sounds yet. All right, Sagittarius Collective. Sagittarius Collective. Sagittarius Collective. All right, Sagittarius Collective. It says you're gonna go through awakening. You're gonna realize something. Some type of shift is gonna happen for you. Also, it's telling you in order to get certain answers, you got to connect to the divine through meditation or prayer. So, whatever answers you might be seeking, whatever awakening you might be seeking, you got to connect to the divine, God, whomever you might talk to, through prayer and meditation. Sagittarius single. Sagittarius single. Sagittarius single is say putting in that work. Action that helps achieve goal, be a path for success. So you got to put in that work in order for you to be successful. I just wanna be, I just wanna be successful. What you say? I fly with stars in the skies. I am no longer trying to survive. I believe that life is a prize, but to live doesn't mean you're alive. You hear me? I wish that I can have this moment. Action helps achieve goal, building the path for success. You gotta put in that work. Sagittarius in a relationship. They said relationship, you moving on. Endings that bring healthy beginnings. So it's certain things as far as awakening that will come in. If you're looking for some type of answer, you're gonna have to go through prayer and meditations. And also, you're gonna have to start moving on from certain things, people, and places and things. Point blank. Period. Of course, you probably already know that. You probably already know that, but maybe you need double confirmation, triple confirmation. I don't know how many confirmation you might need, but endings that bring new beginnings, healthy beginnings. Sagittarius in a marriage or a long-term relationship. All right. So Sagittarius in a marriage or a long-term committed relationship is telling you don't be afraid to fail. Follow what makes your heart happy. So don't whatever it is that makes your heart happy, baby, don't be afraid to fail. If it makes your heart happy, get back up and try again. Figure it out. Okay? But these negative thoughts are creating roadblocks in your life, Sagittarius, and you gotta stop thinking negative because your abundance wanna come in for you. But you gotta start tapping into your higher self, questioning certain routines and certain patterns that you have been going down and doing. And some of y'all just juggle too many things at once. Y'all gotta start finding time for yourself and loving yourself first so these opportunities can come in for y'all. Okay? All right, so let's see what your higher self is screaming at you. Sagittarius single. Go ahead and hit the like button for me. Leave a comment. Thank you. Thank you. And like I said, y'all, videos at night as far as what's their desires for you for the summer. All right, Sagittarius singles. Your higher self screaming at you. Sagittarius single. Sagittarius single. Your higher self screaming at you. Okay, Sagittarius singles. Once again, you got to meditate. It says choose to meditate on good things because whatever you choose to contemplate on the most is what the universe will give you. So make sure you ain't meditating and contemplating on negative things because that's what the universe is going to give you. Choose to meditate on good things because whatever you choose to contemplate on the most is what the universe is going to give you. So your higher self is screaming, baby, please stop thinking negative. Please, with all these negative thinkings, it's creating roadblocks. You asking the universe for this, you asking God for this because you down, you second guessing yourself. Please stop doing it. And it's telling you to always trust your good. The universe will speak to us. Will you choose to listen? Like I say, you're gonna go through a realization or a shift, but you gotta connect through meditation and prayer because in order to get certain answers that you are looking for. But you need to watch your thoughts. Always trust your good. The universe is constantly speaking to you. It's that you need to choose to listen. You need to choose to acknowledge what's being shown to you and take the rose colored glasses off. But it's time for you to put in some work. Action that help achieve goal, building the path for success. Okay? Do you hear me? So your higher self is saying, hey, when you meditate, when you sitting and thinking, when you lay in that bed at night, when you doing whatever you ain't doing nothing, choose to think about positive things, not negative things. And always trust your intuition. Always trust your good. Sagittarius in a relationship with a high sexual 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 Okay, Sagittarius in a relationship. It is telling you sometimes it's best just to go with the flow. Everything in life is not going to always go your way. Bend but don't break. Bend but don't break. So you need to have some flexibility. Make sure you're taking time out for yourself. Make sure you're taking time out to look at and realize things. Make sure you're taking time out to know that, hey, everything is not going to go your way, baby. Sometimes you got to bend but don't break. Sometimes you got to get out of your own way because sometimes you can be a little headstrong. But it says maybe sometimes it's best to get out your own way. Nobody knows everything. And there will be a time where you just have to accept it. Stop thinking you know everything. You don't know everything. You don't know everything. If you watch a full Sagittarius, you don't know everything. Stop being so headstrong. Just go with the flow. The answer's gonna come to you either way. And it says memories are to be cherished, especially the fun ones with friends and family. What is a good memory that will make you smile today? So your higher self is saying, hey, be flexible. Hey, get out your own way. It's time to move on for something. Sometimes you got to stop being so headstrong. And it's also screaming, when is the last time you made a good memory? When is the last time you made a good memory? It's time for you to do that. Sagittarius in a marriage or a long-term committed relationship. Sagittarius in a marriage or a long-term committed relationship. Sagittarius in a marriage or a long-term committed relationship. Sagittarius in a marriage or a long-term committed relationship. Okay. All right. So some of y'all it says, suck it up, buttercup. We all make mistakes. And we can't always have things our way. Now that you know that, what are you going to do? It says, when everyone counted you out, you made it through because you're a survivor. It says, what have you given up to be where you are? Was it worth it? It's time for you to start standing your ground. It's always been said that if you don't stand for something, you will always fall for anything. Stand up for what you believe and not be so easily swayed away from your beliefs and wishes of others. And it's time for some of y'all to break the generation curse. Rise above the past and allow the cycle to end with you. Never do anything out of desperation, because in doing so, you'll never regain your dignity or your reputation. Are you up for that challenge? Self care is not being selfish. You are investing in the most precious things on earth, and that is you, baby. And some of y'all might be going through the dark night of the soul. So that was a collective message as far as what was at the bottom. But as far as the Sagittarius in a marriage or a long term committed relationship, your higher self is screaming, you need to be patient. Learn to be patient with yourself and others. Whatever it is that you're passionate about, even if you are failing, be patient. Okay? And it's also telling you life has a funny way of teaching us certain things. However, the greatest lesson is to learn from our tests and trials, not to be bitter, but to be greater. So whatever you go through, whatever trials and tribulations you go through, baby, it's not for you to be bitter. It's for you to be greater. And you need to learn how to be patient with yourself and others, okay? All right, so say this y'all miss. I do hope y'all enjoy. Make sure y'all hit the like and the subscribe button. Like I said, I will be posting videos at night too. But yeah, in through the nose, out through the mouth.